Good morning, y'all. I'm trying to sit outside today because it is such a beautiful, beautiful fall day here in Arkansas. We don't have good color this year, but it doesn't matter. Everything is just gorgeous, and I wanted you to see it. This is my favorite time of the year, and I know the light's probably not good because the sun, we still have leaves on the trees, although there are millions on the ground too. But the sun is kind of dappled and it's going in and out. But this is my favorite place to be, out on my deck. I know you can probably hear that noise in the background, and I'm sorry about that. I have a neighbor that I swear, y'all, he just blows his leaves every single day. We don't do that. I love the look of the trees on the ground, and our house is on a little lake, so we have kind of a foresty sort of a look. I'm going to swing around so you can see my view. So I hope I don't make you dizzy. Swing my chair. And that's my view. Is that not just the most peaceful thing you ever saw? Absolutely love it here and love looking out there at the things God has made and how wonderful it is. I'm going to try to get, y'all are getting dizzy, aren't you? Too bad. I'm going to swing around. Okay. Now, y'all, I have got a bone to pick with you. I swear, I have watched Flosstube videos after Flosstube videos, and y'all are just making the most beautiful things I never saw before or heard of before. And I don't have a local needlework shop. My local needlework shop is an hour away. It's in Little Rock, Arkansas. The traffic up there is absolutely horrendous, and I hate going, and so I don't go very often, which is a good thing because I spend too much money when I do. Don't tell my husband I said that. I would certainly never admit it to him. But the week before last, I had a dentist appointment, and I go to the dentist in Little Rock, same one I've gone to for 40 years, and I was so excited to go to the dentist. Who gets excited to go to the dentist? Me, because I could go to the LNS. And so I did that, and just spent way too much money again, like I said. But here's the worst part of it, y'all. Here's the bone I have. Do y'all know what that means, a bone to pick with you? That's a southern thing, isn't it? Anyway, when he checked my teeth after they were through cleaning and all that stuff, he said, Marlene, you have a little cavity that's broken. We're going to have to fill it. And I can't do it today, so you're going to have to come back. And y'all, I was so excited. I was so excited that I had a cracked filling because that meant I got to go back and go shopping again a couple of weeks later. And then when I looked at my calendar, I realized a week after that, I have an appointment with my surgeon for a checkup. And so 3 times in November, I will get to go to my LNS. I think we might not be able to make the house payment this month. And it's all your fault because you just showed me all that stuff. Okay, so going on from there, I won't blame you for too long. Somewhere I have some notes that I think I have lost. I worked on only one thing this month. No, not this month, because it's only been a couple of weeks since I did a video, I think. I can't remember. But I was working on The Boys Are Back in Town the last time that I talked with y'all. That's this Halloween, just adorable little pattern. This is the bag that I keep that in. I know some of you have enjoyed seeing, I can't get back far enough, seeing my bags. And I worked on that a little bit. It was difficult for me because of my hand. And here's the news about my hand. It's doing great. I have some strength issues, and we're working on that in physical therapy. But when I sew for a while, that finger, I had a joint replacement in this finger, and then work done down at the base of my thumb on that joint. But that middle finger, when I sew for a while, it swells up and turns red. And when I say a while, I can probably stitch for an hour, but yesterday I stitched about 2, and it before I realized it, it was awful, awful. I had to go take some ibuprofen or something and wrap it good. So that obviously was a little bit too much. Anyway, I worked on The Boys Are Back in Town, and it's on black. I traveled some this month too. I went to a Christian women's conference up in mid-Missouri, the Heart Conference. If any of you were there, hi, it was wonderful. And then went on to see my sister, and it was just too dark. I didn't have a good light with me to work on this, but I added the bandages on the mummy, and it's really hard to see out here in this light, but I got his purple cape done, and he's all done except for his feet. I chose to do his pants in a gray because of this black background, but I only have one more body to do, and the big spider web that goes up here showing the pattern. I think I wasn't supposed to do that. Whatever. Love the buttons on those. So then I decided I would start something new. I just couldn't stand it anymore. I know there are a couple of you that wanted to stitch the Cornwall Cottage sampler from Rosewood Manor. And so y'all, I'm starting. And so the ones of you who told me you wanted to stitch this, leave me a comment if you would, and we'll try to kind of get together and we'll do a little stitching. Now, I didn't do much on this one. I just wanted to be able to say that I did it. So that's all I got in there. Just that top. This is the very top left-hand corner. But this is going to be probably my focus piece for the next week or two, with one exception. I also have another new start. I decided to do the Prairie Schoolers 2016 Santa that a lot of you are doing. And oh my gosh, this is the guy that made my hand swell up so bad because I worked on him too long yesterday. And here is how far I've gotten. Now, I didn't just do that yesterday. I started him, I don't know, probably after the last video, just a day or two. But isn't he going to be so wonderful? I just love this one. I did have to change the color of the deer because in the pattern, it calls for a brown 610 DMC. And the brown 610 to me looked a little, it had a hint of green to it. And I didn't care for that. It didn't look quite the color of the deer that my husband brings home with him from the deer camp. And so I changed that color. One other thing, oh, sorry, y'all. Hold on. I'm going to move this a little bit closer. I am going to, as I go along, show you a thing or two that I have finished earlier before I started doing the Flosstube stuff. And this is one. I think that was a freebie. Some of you did. And string. This is a little bag. It's lined. It opens up. The lining is the same as the strap. And I had this little bitty scrap of fabric left with the black cats on it. So I added that to it. And I have it hanging before Halloween with some candy in it, so that the children, when they come back, can get a piece of candy out of it. Or my husband, as the case may be. He's particular. He doesn't like just any kind of candy. I wanted to put candy corn in it, but he has that in a little glass bowl, and he won't even eat it. I don't know. What's wrong with him? Now, Going to the local needlework shop. Oh my goodness, y'all. Now, those of you who don't care about what other people have bought, please feel free to get off here if you want to. But I just have to share with you. Y'all, I'm really bad. Yeah, I told you I'm 70, and I use that for every excuse that I need. When I told you my girlfriends were coming last weekend, 2 weekends ago maybe, and they just laughed at me all weekend because every time I needed it, I just popped that up there. Oh, I don't remember that, y'all. I'm 70, Or I don't want to cook supper tonight. I'm 70. I should not have to cook supper. I think it's a valid excuse. And when I try to use that excuse for buying what I want to buy, I'm 70. I don't have that much time. That's really kind of not good because I probably don't have that much time to stitch it all. But here I'm using it as I don't remember where I saw these, on whose video I saw them, so I'm apologizing right up front for that. I just don't remember, and I didn't write it all down. But, okay, this is so not me. It is so not me. I am modesty for sure, but I couldn't stand it. I loved it. Look at this. Oh my gosh, let's get the glare off of there. Can y'all see that? Somebody's stitching this. And whoever it was commented that the lady's breast here didn't look right, so she changed it and rounded it out a little, and it looked much better, and it did. It really did on hers. I'm wondering if I could maybe put a fig leaf in a strategic spot there. Think I should? No, probably not. This is called Bathing Beauties, and it is from Design Works, and this is a kit. It came with the fabric and the thread. I don't know when I'll get to that one, but I will. Also, McKenna, was it you who did this Plum Street sampler that I loved so much? That one is definitely going to be on the top of my list, and I want to have it done by next Halloween because it's called Halloween Delivery. So fun, y'all. And let's see, what else do I have here? I bought a couple of books off of Amazon, those penny books that cost you $4 to ship, but whatever. Santa's Great Book by Leisure Arts. Oh my goodness. Y'all need to go to Amazon right now. I mean, you can pause this video if you want to and go to Amazon right now and see if they have any more of these, because the most incredible Santas are on here in this book. Just incredible. I can't even begin to tell you. And the graphs are in color. And I find those a lot easier to stitch. I don't know about y'all, but I really do. There goes that guy. What is he doing now? He surely is through blowing leaves. I found this Stacy Nash country sampler. It's called Schoolgirl Sampler Spring Sewing Day. And these, I'm just going to have to see if I can take that out of there because y'all can't see it. All right, maybe that's a little better. I don't feel like I can tackle one of those great big huge samplers. I think I would love it so much, but then I would get bored. But these little ones, they're very doable for me. And that's another kit. I find that I'm kind of getting to where I like the kits a lot. This one, if you haven't seen these, oh my goodness, they're adorable. This is a pattern called a thimble purse. It's Birds and Berries, a stitcher's necklace. It's Brenda Gervais. And y'all, don't be scared of making this little purse with this handle. I've made a bunch of these bigger ones, of course. The ones I make are usually about this wide. But this little one, it can't be that much harder. And how cute is that? I mean, really, you just can't get any cuter. I just can't wait to start that one. And this one is called Noel, and some of you are doing it as well. I don't remember who, but it's also a Brenda Gervais pattern, and it is just the pattern. It's not the kit, and the reason they would have kitted it for me, of course, but I wasn't sure I wanted to use her color for the letters. I'm just not sure. I may convert those to something else, maybe a little bit darker. I may use a little bit darker fabric. I don't know. We'll see. And then I totally lost my mind. Can't believe I did this. I just couldn't help it. And a forest grew. I know a bunch of you are doing this. Blitz Stitch is doing it. I watched him yesterday. And I don't know. It may take me 5 years to do it, but you know what? That's okay. I've probably done things that took me longer. This is a Rosewood Manor pattern as well. And the last thing, well, I ordered a couple of things, but the last thing that I'll tell you about is I did, y'all, I had never heard of a Hade, a Heaven and Earth design, before Flosstube. Never heard of it. And they had a sale this week. And everybody kept talking about that, you know, they've got a sale, go look at this. So I did. So I've ordered one. Just the pattern, not the kit. Just the pattern. Not going to tell you which one, but you can guess if you want to. I might send a little prize if anybody guesses the one I sent. That would be fun, wouldn't it? Might do that. Send a little prize. So, I think that's all I have today. And I guess I better quit because there are boats going by. Now that guy over there is on his mower. I guess he's mulching whatever leaves he couldn't get to blow. I don't know what he's doing. But it's getting a little noisy out here. And there's a good, strong breeze. I don't know what the temperature is. I'm going to guess about mid-60s, which is wonderful. But a little breezy for my allergies. So, I'm heading on in, and I hope later this afternoon to watch a few more videos. So, y'all have a wonderful weekend. God bless.